Welcome everyone. Can you believe that it's fall already and it's my favorite season? Well, you know what that means. It's that spicy time of year. So let's crochet a pumpkin. Let's get started. For this tutorial, you'll need the following. You'll need some yarn. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver. It's a size 4 worsted weight yarn and it's in the color pumpkin. And you can use any color of your choice or any yarn you would like that you have available for you. And I'm using a size I9 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. You'll need a measuring tape, some scissors, a yarn needle. You'll need some fiber fill, and if you don't have fiber fill, you can use yarn scraps to stuff your pumpkin with, or if you have some fabric scraps, you can use that to stuff your pumpkin with also. And I'm going to use this faux leather to make the stem, and I'm going to use the hot glue gun to secure it inside the pumpkin. So let's get started. For step 1, we're going to leave a long tail, and I would say maybe an arm's worth length of a tail, and you're going to use this to sew one end of the pumpkin with. So it's better to have more than not enough. And we're going to make a slip knot onto your crochet hook, and we're going to chain 25. And I'll meet you once I have my 25 chains. I'm back and I have my 25 chains. And now for step 2, we're going to make a half double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So we don't count this chain that's on the hook. So 4th chain is 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to make a half double crochet. So you're going to make half double crochets across this row. That is the first row. Until you get to the end. Like so. Now for step 3, we are going to turn our work, chain 2, and this time from here on we're going to make half double crochets in the back loops only across the row. So normally you would go through here to make the half double crochet, but we're going to go through the back loop. Let's see if I can do the back loop here. Here, this is the back loop. Normally we'll go here. We're going to go through the back loop. And we're going to make our half double crochet there as normal. So yarn over, insert your hook into the back loop, yarn over, pull up the loop. You have 3 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and that's the back loop only half double crochet. And we're going to make those back loop half double crochets across the row. And I will meet you at the end after I finish making the half double crochets back loop only all the way across. I'm back and I made the half double crochets across the row, and this stitch is going to make like a ribbing design for your pumpkin. Now for the step 4, next you're going to continue making these half double crochet back loop only rows until your piece measures about 12 inches. So we're going to turn our work, chain 2, and continue working the half double crochets in the back loop only. And just keep working across the row, and I will meet you back after I have about 12 inches. My piece measures about 12 inches. Okay, so now I'm back and measure my piece here, and it is about 12 inches. And make sure that when you want to end on the side where you started the same, and on the same side here. So you see where I ended on the same side where I started, and I'm going to leave a long tail for sewing again for the other end, and just pull out a generous amount of yarn. It could be more than you think. It's better more than not enough. And I'm going to finish it off here. It's pretty long. Okay, so now we have our piece ready, and for step 5 we're going to join the 2 short sides together like so, and we're going to take that long tail you just left, and we're going to slip stitch the short end, slip stitch the short end together. Okay, so I'm going to join it with the slip stitch here, and just kind of match up your stitches here, and go through both pieces, and you're going to slip stitch. I'm having a hard time here. This pumpkin, these short sides together. So insert your hook in one side, insert in the other side, yarn over, pull up a stitch, and you're going to take this stitch and pull it through the other stitch to make this slip stitch. And I'm going to slip stitch all the way down the side to connect the 2 sides together. Like this. And I will will meet you at the end of the row after I get this whole side slip stitched together, and see you at the end of the row. So I'm back and I have everything slip stitched together, and I'm going to fasten it off. And next we're going to take that long tail and we're going to thread our yarn through the yarn needle. See if I get it through here. Okay, and we're going to stitch the pumpkin together using a running stitch. This will be the bottom, so push it in, just going in and out, running stitches at the top. And there's no specific amount of space that you need to make in between each stitch, just go in and out stitches at the top. Go all the way around. I really like making these pumpkins, so much fun. And just keep going around here. We get to the beginning here. I think this is, let me pull. Okay, and once you've gone all the way around, you're going to take your yarn and you're going to pull it tight so we can close up the bottom of the pumpkin. And you usually have like I have a small gap in between, so you can close up the gap. Just take your needle and sew across that gap so you can close it up. Make sure you have it secured here. Let's check and see. Yeah, maybe one more. And we're gonna kind of take my needle and I'm gonna put it through this loop here to secure it in place. And we have it closed off, and I'm going to push it on the needle through to the inside. secure it on the inside also. And cut off excess yarn. Now you have the base for your pumpkin. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stuff the pumpkin. Okay, so I'm going to grab a handful of stuffing, fiberfill to stuff my pumpkin. Another handful here. Let's see. I like for mine to be nice and plump and squishy. I think I have room to put some more in. Grab another handful here. Let's see, I don't want to overstuff it. I think this is good. And I'm going to take the other long end that we left at the other end and thread my yarn needle and close up the top of the pumpkin using the same running stitch like I use for the bottom. Okay, so just gonna go in and out just like before. And stitch, running stitch all the way around the top of a pumpkin. Go in and out, nothing fancy. Okay, I think we're all the way around here. And pull the close, the top, and I want to leave a small gap here because that's where I'm going to put the stem here. So close it, but not all the way. And I'm going to run my needle through to secure this, leaving the hole, but I want it to be secure also so it doesn't open up anymore. I'll pull it a couple of times that way, a couple of times the other way. I'm going to pull it through here and make a little knot here. Okay, and this is how pumpkin looks so far. And what you're going to do next, excuse me, you're going to take your needle and push it through to all the way through to the bottom of the pumpkin towards the middle. And pull the yarn and try to make a little definition here on the shape of the pumpkin. And once you have it put through the bottom, push it again in another spot close to the center and push it up in another location at the top. near the center. And pull it through, the yarn through, and see how it's kind of making a little definition, and it kind of closed up my circle, my little circle here. I don't want it too close. And if you want a little bit more definition, you can, let's see, I'll put the needle over here on this side and push it through again. Each time you want it to come up in a little different spot on the pumpkin, and bring it back up. See here. Okay, and you're getting that pumpkin shape here. And now, still have the hole in the middle where the small hole where you can put the stem. And I'm going to just end it here. I'm going to kind of like weaving, fasten off the end actually here to secure the yarn. And then I'm going to take my needle and press it down through to the bottom of the pumpkin and pull it through. And I'm going to take my scissors and cut the yarn, and then the yarn can kind of go up inside the pumpkin. And it doesn't have to be perfectly shaped because pumpkins aren't perfectly shaped when you get them. And now for the stem. I am going to use some faux leather, and I want, let's see, I'm going to measure about 6 inches, I think. Let's see, 6 inches. Yeah, 6 inches here. I'm going to cut. Okay, I'm going to use this for my stem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick the stem down in the pumpkin like this, but I want it to be securely placed here, so that's what I'm going to use the glue gun. And while I prepare the glue gun, I will come right back. So I think my glue gun is ready, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put a little glue on each side, on the wrong side of this faux leather, and press the two sides together. And then I'm going to put some glue on the outside, each side. So I added the glue to the stem, the faux leather, and pushed it down into the middle of the pumpkin, and just wait for it to dry, and your pumpkin is ready to go. It's all ready for your fall decor. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I wanted to show you some other pumpkins that I made. And you don't have to always use pumpkin color. I use different colors for pumpkins that they show very well at my craft shows. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'd love to see your pumpkin. You can tag me on my Instagram account at Sultana's Crochet. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and ring that bell to get more crochet inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.